Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dog Culture Review Question and Answer. Today's question is brought to you by K-Nun Official. Shout out. Why do some nutters call every dog a puppy? Why do they do that? I think what is being asked here is like an 8-year-old pit bull that has a bunch of health problems, and if you touch it, you could probably get bit. Or other similar dog with health problems, they'll still call it a baby. It can be 8 years old. They'll call it a baby, a puppy. Why do they use that type of language in dog culture? Well, today we will answer that using nature and using some other frameworks. So let's go. Okay, first let's quickly talk about ambiguous language. Ambiguous language is the presence of two or more possible meanings. So, ambiguous language, that's like when you call a dog a baby. Well, if a human calls a dog a baby, that could mean it's its son, brother, mom, daughter. The baby indicates so many things. So it's ambiguous. It can be anything that the people saying want it to be, and they can hide underneath ambiguity. Okay, now let's have a quick look at something called doublespeak. Doublespeak is language that deliberately obscures, disguises, distorts, or reverses the meaning of words. Doublespeak may take the form of euphemisms, in which case is primarily meant to make the truth sound more palatable. It may also refer to intentional ambiguity. There's our word from earlier in language, and is actually an inversion of the meaning. So when we call dogs those type of words, that's what we're doing. We're doing doublespeak and we're doing ambiguous language. So right off, it's not even the proper way to talk to our fellow humans. But let's look a little bit deeper, shall we? Now let's have a quick look at something called aggressive mimicry. This is prevalent in the animal world with fish and insects, and it's where a parasite or a predator mimics the signals and actions and pheromones and body language of other things in order to get access to their resources or consume them, consume their offspring, and just basically get access to their resources. Aggressive mimicry, to call a dog a baby or a son or a puppy, you're mimicking something that has the ambiguous definitions of, oh, safety, oh, that's my buddy, oh, that's the same thing as me. Aggressive mimicry is used all over in the animal world, and if a creature does not have a prefrontal lobe, then it will use aggressive mimicry. Humans have prefrontal lobes, and we can earn each other's trust. We can offer resources, we can loan money, we can offer advice, so we can get resources from each other that way with mutual help. Aggressive mimicry, that's what dogs do. And that's what humans help dogs do by labeling them all these labels. It's just a deceptive trick to get our resources. That's why they call it a puppy. Because if it's a puppy, oh, then we must be safe. So let's have another look at mimicry. And mimicry is done by all types of predators, including sexual predators. I'll put this study in the description. It's also done by other outlets, National Institute of Health. But grooming is very much like the mimicry. It's like the ambiguous language because sexual predators will pretend to be the buddies of little kids. And look what it says right here. They befriend the child, attempting to gain their trust, as well as trust those around the child. Why would we call a dog a baby, a puppy, a brother, a dog that will likely send a child to the emergency room? Why would we do that? Because we're masking and shrouding the true intent of dogs, which is to harm children, to harm the easiest target around them. And so that's why people call it a puppy, because they're evil, because they do not understand what they're doing. They're utilizing aggressive mimicry. They're using that base predator part of their brain to give their resources to another predator. This is a very widely studied thing. You can find all kinds of interesting information about it. Animals will use different types of pheromones and body language to look like they're a different sex in order to gain access to other birds' eggs, in order to push out the sexual connections of other animals. So I'm not going to get too deep into this article, but there's a lot of stuff about sexual mimicry all over the animal world. And that's what we do with dogs as well. We call them these names like, he's my buddy, he's my friend, I trust him, he's my family. And we even have bestiality happening in our society too. So this is real. This mimicry, this calling dogs these little names like puppy and baby, the only purpose of that is to push the humans away so the dogs can get more of our resources, including the sexual resources, because people more and more are sexualizing their dogs, dressing them up as all kinds of little babies, lovers, and yep, so mimicry, that's what we're looking at. Mimicry is deception. Calling a dog that is at any age a baby or a puppy or any of those names is deception. It's widely used in the animal world. Here's just another quick example from a search. Mimicry is used by creatures that are not very intelligent in order to get resources. Look at the way dogs act. Dogs have been living with humans for a long time. All these little expressions and the way they jump on the couch or jump in the car, humans will say, oh, he's acting just like me. He's just like a human. No, he's mimicking you to get your resources. It's very much like when a narcissist first meets a person. They do this thing called love bombing and pretending to be into everything that you're into. And then, once they get deep into the relationship with you, you can't get rid of them and they have access to all your resources. It's mimicry, it's deceptive, it's an element of narcissism, and we're utilizing this animalistic mimicry to give ourselves to dogs and take ourselves away from our humans. Just a few examples from modern culture. We are constantly letting dogs mimic our babies. Why are we doing this? That's evil. The dogs do not need clothing. They do not need top-of-the-line down insulated jackets. All of these resources that go to dogs is a resource that a young human baby cannot get. And as you see, we look at this mimicry and it fits the definition. It gives resources to something that doesn't earn the resources, and it takes resources away from our other children and human partners. Like what I mentioned about the sexual mimicry in animals, it's designed to separate animals from their mates. And that's what this dog culture does. It dresses up kids in all these different ways, and it dresses up adults too. These are puppies dressed like babies, babies dressed like puppies. This is mimicry. Mimicry. Look, they dress the dog up just like they dressed up the little kid. It's a mimicry. It's a form of deception. It's a form of getting our resources away from us and giving them to a predator that has just evolved just a little bit, where instead of, chasing us through the field and biting us and eating us, well, it lives in our house, so it mimics us and gets our resources. My dog is my baby. My dog is my best friend. That's mimicry. A dog cannot be your baby. It cannot be your best friend. Mimicry. To answer the question, it's all about mimicry. Deceptive mimicry in order to get access to our resources, our money, our love, our mating habits, our parenting habits. Those are all resources, whether they're money or not. They're human habits that only humans can do, and we're giving those resources to this mimicker. It's a mimicker. It's a freaking body snatcher, people. This mimicry is even in our politics. This little video here, healing, unity. Healing and unity that's a human thing, you guys. And these dogs right here, they bit Secret Service people and sent them to the hospital. These dogs got access to the White House. They got access to Secret Service agents. All because they mimicked this unity, healing, all of this. And the dogs are sitting here like, yeah, we're all about unity and healing. Look at us. And then what did they do? They went and bit the Secret Service agents. So I hope that answers the question for you guys. Why do we call everything a puppy? It's the same reason that we call them these words. Let me show you a little quick write-up I did. Baby, son, four-legged friend, sibling, rescue, best friend, love, care, furry friend, better than humans, trust, and family. These are all words that they associate with dog culture, and it's mimicry. These words are mimicry of a human element, because dog lovers and dogs, those are predators. A dog is a fanged predator with an expense and a liability that we are hiding by all this. And in my other quick example, these people right here, they are also predators, and they use this special language too, this ambiguous language, this doublespeak. They want to call themselves these things. They want to call themselves a minor attracted person. And so this right here is connected with this right here. And that's why this bullshit language is used. It's used to hide something evil. So we can say, well, dog owners are just stupid and brain dead. Well, actually what's going on is their brains are de-evolving. They're becoming these animals. They're becoming this mimicry of the animal kingdom, the insect kingdom. So yeah, I guess we can say dog owners are dumb and brainwashed, but you really got to look at it deeper. So there it is, mimicry. See you guys on the next one.